In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, Hilif reporting, how are you doing? We'll be doing great by the mercy and grace of Almighty Allah. My name's NA Saqib. I'm your IELTS mentor, IELTS trainer. Additionally, I've been also teaching the students spoken English for the last 20 years at the platform of Genius Institute, Lahore. Dear friends, we are offering online classes and offline classes. On-campus classes. If you're interested in any one of them, you can contact our number given in the description. Moreover, we are professional student visa consultants. We accept your applications for UK, Australia, Canada and America and across Europe. You can find lots of stories, rather success stories, on our YouTube channel, Genius Institute Lahore. Dear friends, my today's lecture will be about IELTS life skills once again. It is going to be the fourth lecture in a queue. It's going to be the last lecture in the series. I have before this one uploaded the lectures on three first phrases. Phrase 1A, 1B, 2A, and this is going to be the last one, 2B. Yes, what happens in this phase, I will just let you know. It's a kind of conversational stage or a phase. In the first 1 and 2, it's also kind of conversation based phases. These are, and now the third one was actually about listening. Yeah, you were tested how you can listen. Can you listen properly and respond? And accordingly, you can understand the theme and the important details in that listening or in that recording, which will be played in front of you in the examination hall by the examiner, of course. Now in this stage actually, or this is the fourth one, here once again it's a conversation based and it's a two-way traffic. Actually, you and your test partner, they will be just having a conversation or a dialogue about one important topic which will be provided by the examiner. I have given you the details about lots of other topics in my first phrase and the second one of this IELTS life skills, and you better just prepare those topics. Additionally, there are lots of other topics which need to be prepared, and you can have a lot of counseling from your mentor and IELTS trainer. He will advise you about lots of other topics which need to be prepared for a good preparation of IELTS life skills. Dear friends, now the duration of this phrase would be 3 to 4 minutes, and the examiner gives you and your partner a topic. For example, transport or a shopping mall. Now you have a conversation about this topic together. You and your co-partner, the test taker, which is also in front of you or maybe sitting beside you, and he is also taking the test simultaneously. And the examiner says here, this is very important to know about the words of the examiner. Now you are going to talk together about shopping centers, for example. Talk to each other about a shopping center you go to and what you like about it. Yes, this is one of the topics. There could be hundreds of topics, but this is one example I have provided you with. Now I'm going to give you some prompts or some ideas to help you out. For example, about shopping centers, things I like about, things I don't like about, different kinds of shops, food courts, various restaurants, play zone or play area for the kids in particular, and cinemas, meeting friends, and how often do you go to? Are they expensive? What do you think of other places to shop? For example, markets, small shops, etc. These are just prompts. It's a vocabulary bank which I have provided you with. You can exercise your mind in this perspective. Now, I'm going to give you some questions and some sort of answers, not exact answers, but I'm just giving you some cue cards or cues about the questions and answers. For example, you can ask your partner the questions like, do you go to shopping centers in your country? What other things you can do in shopping centers? Who do you go shopping with? Why do you like markets, small shops, more than shopping centers? The possible answers could be, my favorite shop at my shopping center is dash 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 dash. You can throw over lots of brands. In the food court there are lots of restaurants like McDonald's, KFC, Pizza Hut, Hardee's. There are lots of other brands. So you can also talk about cinema house over there, or the kids zone. So these are all the wonderful places in a shopping center. I go to the shopping center with, or shopping centers are different in my country because, and I go to the shopping centers too. My kids like food court and play zone because. So these are some of the actually prompts or cues for speaking in on this topic. My dear friends, this is a kind of conversation and each has to actually facilitate each other. You and your test partner. And now I'm going to give you some very valuable tips. If you just take care of these tips, you're going to be a success in your examination. Now, what are the tips? For example, remember, you must give your partner time to talk too. It's not you who is supposed to speak only in this part. Your partner is also actually expected to speak similarly. So you can ask your partner, how are you? How about you? Or what about you? Or what do you think about it? What do you think? The questions like that for giving a bit of inspiration to your partner. You can ask the questions like these. Listen to your partner and reply to what he or she says. You must be talking accurately and to the point. You mustn't be wavered in your conversation. It's not the test of your ideas, it's the test of your language. So you must listen to your partner with a lot of attention and respond to what he or she is asking. Don't speak quickly, being nervous. Try to slow down, pause between sentences to help your partner understand you. Yes, sometimes when you're nervous, you start speaking fast, and this is actually confusing for your partner to understand you. So you have to speak slowly, slow down a bit, and pause between sentences in order to help your partner to understand you. The next one is try to help your partner by asking questions like, why do you think that? Why do you think that? And tell me more about that. Tell me something more about that. So you can ask your partner the questions like this, questions like these rather, to urge him to speak something regarding the topic. The next step is look at your partner when you are talking to him or her. You're not supposed to looking at your examiner at the time of the moment of the time. You must be looking at your partner. You must be having an eye contact, a bit of eye contact rather, with your partner. And this seems very decent because he or she is talking to you. You must also be attentively addressing that person. Try to make this part of the test like a normal conversation. It's a kind of conversation, as I told you early on, it's a two-way traffic and both of you got to participate in it very effectively and intelligently. If you and your partner can't think of anything to say, the examiner will ask questions to help you. Examiner is always there to rescue you, to secure you, and the examiner will start asking the questions if you are unable to proceed in the conversation. examiner may jump into the conversation and he may start asking you about the questions regarding that topic which he assigned you guys. So do not try to talk about different things. The exam is testing your English, not your ideas. You're not supposed to be talking about the rocket science. I mean, I'm just kidding. Very difficult things or difficult ideas. You must be talking about the topic which has been assigned to you, and you must concentrate on that particular topic which has been given to you and your partner in a very simple and logical manners. You can't speak your own language with your partner in the test. Yes, it's important. You mustn't be talking if your mother tongue is Urdu or perhaps any other language except English. You are not supposed to be talking about that language with your partner during the test. It seems very untoward or very strange, and examiner may penalize you for doing this job. So beware of it. You can't, as I told you early on, you're not supposed to speak very fast because it doesn't give a good impression. You must be speaking slowly, but logically. And if there's any problem, you stop, or for some time, you can restart your question, reframe your question, no problem whatsoever. Examiner will not be minding it at all. And if you are not on the same page, you and your partner, about anything, and both are thinking in a different way, you can utter the sentences like that. That's interesting, but I think you can still have your opinion because you are disagreeing with that person, and you can say, that's interesting, but I think, but I dare say. So you can make sentences using this structure. Ask your partner, shall I start or do you want to start? So this is really courteous expression and a goodwill gesture, and it will also make the examiner familiar with your logical conversational skill. And if your partner is speaking too much, say, excuse me, can I stop? Can I speak now? This is something which you can ask your partner when he or she is speaking too much and you don't have any chance to add your conversation, add your arguments, add your sentences into the running conversation. And don't ask the examiner when you are having end of your exam. You are not supposed to be asking your examiner, was I good or was I bad? Because the examiner is not supposed to tell you about your performance right over there. You will be informed about your performance in case you passed the examination or unfortunately you failed it. And this is actually not the examination of band scores, it's the examination of pass and fail. And I hope all of you guys will be passing the examination in the first attempt, because your preparation would be extremely good when you would appear for your IELTS life skills, hopefully. And don't try to take your notes from the test with you when you finish. This is not good. Sounds very bad, because you are taking or carrying the notes which you've been preparing in the examination hall for your duration of the test. It doesn't seem good. Sounds bad rather. So you must leave your notes over there, and you must say thank you very much indeed to your examiner, and you must leave the place in a very decent manner. That's it, my dear friends. I have informed you about all 4 phases, which were extremely important one by one. I have given you step-by-step guide, and you can walk through your examination, or rather you would be very confident when you will be appearing in the examination, having prepared on all these tips and techniques which I have given you or provided you with during these 4 continuous lectures. I hope you will be passing your exam with a lot of big news of success. And I hope you would also remember, if you have got any problem for preparation of examination, to Genius Institute Lahore. We're always there to help you out in this regard. And I hope you would pass the exam and you would also come to us after passing the examination, and you would also give tribute to the Genius Institute Lahore and the online lectures which have helped you out in passing your exam. I'll see you next time with other brand new videos. Until then, God bless you all, and may Allah give you success in all examinations of your life, in this life and in the life hereafter. God bless you all. Thank you very much indeed, and take care.